90 second nuggets.
Raise your hand if you have a little voice inside your head that's constantly talking to you about you. Look around. I see all the hands are up, which makes sense because we're all running an inner dialogue. The question is, do you have an inner critic or do you have an inner champion? I know for too long in my own life, my inner dialogue was vicious towards me. I couldn't do anything right or as good as others. What's even more incredible is for years I wasn't even aware of it because that inner voice had always been there in that tone and I didn't know it could be any different. For whatever reason, I had gotten it into my head that that was my guide and that's what I needed. And I can tell you from experience and from hindsight that it hurt and held me back more than it helped me. It wasn't until I learned that that voice and me were two separate things and that I could take control. I could grab that sucker by the throat and say, you're going to start working for me instead of against me. And that's when things started to change in my life. Life is hard enough without being beaten up inside your mind by a voice that's not your true self. So, if you're at all like I was and have a harsh inner critic, try taking control of that inner dialogue. Flip the script from self-punishment to kindness. You wouldn't talk to a friend or a stranger like that. So maybe it's time to be a friend to yourself, to be generous, to be gentle and encouraging. Some of you might fear you're going to lose your edge or your drive, but maybe that's a limiting belief. They say that love is the greatest power. Perhaps directing that love towards yourself is all you really need. Turn your inner critic into your inner champion.